Teamsters president, no invite from DNC to speak yet. And he went on Fox News to talk about it, but it's like, I don't think that was a smart thing. I think they should have still invited him. Bro, he's the leader of the Teamsters, chat. It's not like a... That's crazy. Trump went on Theo Vaughn, which is incredible content. Yeah, Teamsters chief reacts to alleged DNC snub.
Donald Trump is Donald Trump is all talk, and Kamala Harris walks the walk.
Wait, isn't this RFK's son, Jack Slushberg or whatever? That's the TikTok heartthrob is on. RFK's cousin, my bad. Is his nephew, cousin? Dude, that is betrayal that I find to be abhorrent, okay? Uncle crimes are the worst kind of crimes, okay? You should never betray your uncle, okay? If your nephew, you have to stand by your uncle. He should be voting for RFK, okay? He should be voting for RFK. Just like I'm voting for Jank. I'm sorry. It's a betrayal. Uncle crimes are the highest form of crimes that you could do. You must always be loyal to your uncle. Does anyone have the link to the live stream? I lost it.
To make their own healthcare choices, the freedom to be safe from gun violence.
Boo. I'm booing this man. I'm sorry.
Without fear.
I'm booing this man. I'm booing this man only for one reason only. A nephew-uncle bond is stronger than any other kind of familial relationship. Okay? It's messed up.
All right, America, how y'all doing? We about to have a fired up, ready to go, yes we can night. Y'all ready? Well, as you can see, the torch has been passed.
You hate him because he's your only competition? For what? My competition for what, dude? Yeah. Anyway, spoilers? Okay, let's get back to this.
President Trump is a candidate who is not afraid of hearing.
Bro, I gotta lock in. I gotta get used to this stuff happening behind me and all around me while I'm simultaneously like trying to cut commentary on what's in front of me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am trying to lock in as hard as I physically can, and it is the hardest thing. Oh my God. It's just so much going on. Can you delay the green screen behind you? Is that a sync? It's making me lose my mind a little bit.
From new, loud, and often critical voices. And I think we all can agree, whether people like him or they don't like him, in light of what happened to him on Saturday, he has proven to be one tough SOB.
All right, that last gentleman you saw is Sean O'Brien, the Teamsters general president. That was only a couple of days when he had an opportunity to speak to the Republican convention after that assassination attempt on Donald Trump. It was very unusual even then for a union leader to be addressing Republicans. Sean O'Brien had been trying to get the same opportunity with Democrats. Have yet to hear whether that's happening because Democrats have had no problem hearing from his counterpart at the UAW, Sean Fain. So, Sean O'Brien, to you then, have you gotten a decision on the part of Democrats to let you speak to them?
This is what you need to do with the blue carpet at the DNC. Yo, this, bro. I mean, it's up because like the dude that did this might be like around me right now. You know what I'm saying?
As of today, not yet.
What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, you know, I could take it personal, but I honestly think maybe my invitation got lost in the U.S. Postal Service, and next time they should try and ship a UPS. It'll guarantee delivery.
Have you had any overtures with Kamala Harris?
Bro's talking shit about the U.S. Postal Service. It's like, come on, dog.
Campaign itself.
Like, I get it. Like, UPS drivers or UPS delivery guys are part of Teamsters, but like, I mean, what a head, dude. He's such a, oh my God.
No, the only commitment.
It's they deliver half of UPS packages. I know. And also, I mean, he's making a joke because he's saying UPS, they should have delivered UPS because like UPS, he fought super hard to get a fat UPS contract for his Teamsters drivers. Okay. It's not like there's a reason why he said that as a joke. Still annoying. He annoys me. I don't even know.
And we got on Friday of last week that they finally agreed to come to the roundtable and address our general executive board and the roundtable of rank and file members.
A lot of people are wondering where you're tipping your hand right now, where you lean, and these comments that Donald Trump had in a streamed interview with Elon Musk apparently got your goat. First, I want you to react to what at the time was something that took you by surprise. Again, Donald Trump and Elon Musk discussing strikes. Take a look.
You're the greatest cutter. I mean, I look at what you do. You walk in and you just say, you want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike.
Like, this is game over, okay? Laugh like this when talking about firing, want to go on strike. It should be over. It's the most over, okay? And there are still, I mean, obviously, unfortunately, plenty of American working class individuals are so that they will literally look at this and be like, oh, it's fine. One day I'll be a guy like these guys, you know?
And you say, that's okay, you're all gone. You're all gone. So every one of you is gone.
Sean O'Brien, who spoke at the Republican National Convention, saying that firing workers who are wanting to organize or striking is economic terrorism. So just to be clear, that's something that you are
well, that's not, yeah, they weren't organizing against Elon. He let them go because he was having a lot of problems in California. They were making it impossible for him. In California, what they were doing with the taxes and everything were making it impossible for him. And Sean O'Brien's a great guy from the Teamsters you're talking. Yeah, Sean is great. I think Sean would understand it better than anybody. Don't forget, the unions are really threatened by what's coming in, by these millions and millions of people coming in. Sean O'Brien understands that.
Now, it's interesting, Sean, because the other Sean, spelled differently, said that really showed Donald Trump's true colors. I want you to respond to what Sean Fain had to say about that.
Bro, if he defends Donald Trump's statements here, I will lose my goddamn mind.
Well, Sean Fain,
Donald Trump is all talk and...
Wait, whoa. What did he...
That.
Well, Sean Fain...
Donald Trump...
Oh, no, his voice broke. Where's Sean? Oh, where's Sean?
Is all talk...
Common is performing right now.
And talk is cheap. Donald Trump doesn't know about the auto industry. And he doesn't give a damn about the working class in this country.
To be fair, Sean, I apologize. That was not in response to Donald Trump's remarks, but you have an opportunity. He did respond very kind of bluntly, but that was not the response. But how did you feel about that? Because you had a colorful response yourself. What did you think of it?
Yeah, look, I think everybody that knows me knows that I call balls and strikes. And if someone's saying something that we don't agree with, and I don't agree with any employer ever firing workers who exercise their right to form unions, I think I called it economic terrorism, and that's what it was. And look, whether I like you or I don't like you, if you're going to take on American workers and you're not going to treat them fairly, then you're fair game, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences. And, you know, everybody has their issues. You know, I don't speak for Shawn Fain. Shawn Fain certainly doesn't speak for the Teamsters Union or myself. But the reality is look, Elon Musk, it's no secret, for the last 2.5 years, I've taken on corporate America. I've fought with Elon Musk. I've fought with Starbucks. I've fought with Amazon. I've fought with all these elitists. And the one thing that's clear is that, you know, record profits.
I know the noise gate is so okay, and they're singing behind me. Shut the fuck, chat. I know. Okay, I know. I'm in an arena, and there's a concert going on. Of course, the noise gate is not made out of magic. Oh my God. Audio perverts, dude. Holy bane of my existence. I swear to Christ.
Equal unpaid wages. And that's what we have to focus on. That comment by President Trump, just like if anybody else made that, if President Biden made a comment or anybody, I would respond accordingly.
But President Biden hasn't made a comment like that. Kamala Harris has not made a comment like that. Donald Trump did.
Right.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts are, look, he made a comment and he got called out on it.
Bro, dude, Neil Cavito is cooking. What world are we living in where Cavito is literally on Fox News calling out Sean O'Brien for around this Trump issue that he locked himself into? That's crazy.
Look, the DNC failed to invite
Neil Cavito being like, listen, everybody knows there's no value without labor, Sean. Why are you defending a billionaire, Sean? Sean, divided we beg, united we bargain, Sean.
One of the most powerful unions in the country there. And, you know, I'm going to criticize them for that as well. I'm a lifelong Democrat, always will be a lifelong Democrat, never going to change my party affiliation. Look, you heard my speech at the RNC. It was all about the American worker, all about labor. Any opportunity that I get as a leader of the greatest union in the world to showcase our value and our work to the greatest country in the world, I'm going to take that opportunity to do it. And if the far left want to criticize me and attack me, that's okay. If the far right wants to do the same, that's great. I represent 1.3 million men and women.
But the Democrats, to which you express this affinity, either they're taking you for granted or they don't care about inviting you, period. So that they're not all into you. Maybe they're just not into you.
I'm autistic and the noise bothers me, but I just like to take a break a little while and come back to the stream. It's not a big deal. Chat should relax. It's just a couple days. Yeah, I mean, it's like also a brief moment where you hear a little bit of sound. It's not going to keep people, you know? Everybody needs to dial it back. Dial it back. Can I ask them to turn it down a bit? Yeah. Don't worry. I got you. I did. I made the boss call. I hit up Obama. I was like, yo, listen, turn this down, okay? Any moment now, they're going to tune it.
Period.
Well, you know what it is for so long, and I think, both parties, and I talked about corporate elitists. I talked about the Ubers of the world, the Lyfts of the world. Right. I talked about Amazon at the RNC. Well, those are big donor classes for the RNC, but they're also big donor classes for the DNC. And, there's relationships there at the DNC that maybe they didn't want me to speak there because I would have talked to that same group. I would have exposed those same corporate elitists who attack us every single day. Look, Teamster jobs are under attack by companies like Uber and Lyft. The contractor model, the autonomous vehicle proposals out there. And, there's no secret that there's relationships on both sides with the Uber, Lyfts, the Amazons of the world. And, the reality of it is maybe they don't want my voice heard there. But I'll tell you one thing, our members, 1.3 million, their voices will be heard.
All right, but you're not invited to the Democratic Convention. You're not invited to talk with anyone in the Kamala Harris staff. Yeah, maybe that could change. You were invited to the Republican Convention. You got high praise from Donald Trump. As things stand now, given those dynamics, where do you personally lean?
So the most important thing to me is I got high praise from my members. We polled our members on my appearance at the RNC, and we polled my speech. And only 11% of the members disapproved with me being there. I didn't get into partisan issues. I got into issues.
I don't think that's true. I don't. I don't think those numbers. What? No, don't say yeah, they're chuds. No, you're wrong, dude. Teamsters rank and file. I don't think we're super happy about this at all. I don't think so. Like, they like him. A lot of rank and filers like him. He's a hard fighter. Someone in the chat was saying he's over the warehouse workers. I'm not too familiar with that, but like, people love the contracts that he got for the drivers. This is what I've heard. This is what I, you know, like they were disappointed. They were disappointed that he did this, but overall, like, I don't think 11% disapproved of his appearance. I think the number was. I don't think that number is correct. But like, if you think he's not a popular figure, or rather like, he's not seen as like a popular figure among the rank and files, like filers, I think that he's got a lot of political capital in the, I would say, in the union right now due to the UPS contracts. As a Teamster rank and file guy, obviously not happy about O'Brien being at the RNC, but the union as a whole is conservatives. I don't think the union as a whole is conservatives. You're cutting in and out. Can you fix your audio? Wait, no, I'm not. I'm not. Reaction from some Teamsters president face backlash over unconscionable GOP convention speech. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Issues that affect working people in this country. I also, and I didn't hear this last night, I also encourage collaboration on both sides, because right now there's such a line drawn in the sand and there's such venom throughout this country. There's nothing that can get done, and we need to stop that.
But that's not what I asked, Sean. I mean, given all of that, Republicans liked you and liked hearing from you. Democrats don't give a damn whether they get a chance to hear from you. Just on that level, what do you think?
Dude, everybody always talks about how this union or that union is full of hogs, okay? Yes, unions have a lot of right-wing in the rank and file. Overall, though, unions still overwhelmingly vote Democratic Party, okay? Please stop. Like, and the Teamsters is no different, okay? Like, I hate that. There are certain unions whose rank and file are more in support of the Republican Party. Obviously, police unions being a key one. But beyond that, most unions are still overwhelmingly Democrat. They vote Democrat. What are we talking about? Now, you can talk about how the Democratic Party is taking the union vote for granted, which is true, which is why for a lot of for the past couple cycles now at this point, more and more union rank and filers are voting away from the Democratic Party because they feel as though neither party represents their interests. That has changed dramatically, in my opinion, over this last cycle, however, because one, Donald Trump is super anti-union, at least at the tail end of his presidency. That much was made very clear to people. And number two, Joe Biden has been pretty pro-union. He has. He's been, like, for all of his faults, for all of his failures, and I certainly have criticized him quite a bit. I said I wasn't going to vote for Joe Biden, and I will still openly recognize that he is. Oh, I knew it. Okay, you're taking a day off, Western Bing. Not only was that a two-parter, but that was also specifically a two-parter that I know you know is going to piss me off, okay? You know, every time I say Joe Biden has been more pro-union than every other recent Democratic or Republican leadership, someone always in the chat says, what about the railroad strikes? I've explained it 1,000 million gorillion times at this point. I hate having to repeat that over and over again. And this ability to Google it, okay? Look up what the railroad union thinks about Joe Biden, okay, or what he has done. Anyway, at the top of the hour, there is a 3-minute ad break, though, okay? You can form a bit of a union against that 3-minute ad break by subscribing for $6 or for free with a Twitch Prime, okay? By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite broadcaster. Hopefully that's me, okay? Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Real quick.
Well, listen, they've taken their position, and I'm going to take my position moving forward. And, you know, we've given the Democrats a lot of money over the last 2.5 years, much more than we're giving the Republicans. And look, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Will you stop doing that if you're not invited, if they ignore you?
Listen, I'm not. We're gonna invest in candidates on both sides that are actually going to represent working people, and that's what we're going to do. There's going to be no more free rides for anybody.
So wait a minute, they're not inviting you. You would not consider now withholding funds until they do and until something changes? What?
No, we're going to look at situations. Look, this DNC's over with. We're going to look at situations like they always do. Both sides come to us asking us for support, and you know, if the situation isn't right for our members, they're not going to get the free ride that they've gotten under our previous administration or anybody else. Look, this is you know, we're not upset about it. It's just, you know, the reality is they didn't invite us, and we've been around 121 years. We're gonna continue to be around for another 121 years. And if people's noses are out of their joints because we have a voice of America, you know, everybody talked about how essential Teamsters were during the pandemic. You haven't heard one iota from both sides on how the essential workers are now. You don't hear anything about essential workers. We are still very relevant and essential to this country.
Well, you wouldn't know it at the Democratic convention thus far.
I guess that's how you can look at it, but I'm looking at it as an opportunity to, again, showcase how valuable we are, and we will.
All right. Sean O'Brien, thank you very much.
Thanks.
We will have more after this.
Click here to...
Fox News calling Sean a cuck. Why is Chap being mad at what he's saying? He's completely correct over the Democrats having to earn the union support and not getting it or not granted. I think there's one line I never cross. Okay, there's one line I don't cross. Because Israel. AOC spawn. Let's talk about Biden. Sick. Thanks, man. Good take. Anyway, here's Sean Fain's speech at the DNC.
To the people that make this world move, the working class.
My goat. I'm working on hopefully being able to get a Sean Fain. Hopefully get a Sean Fain interview.
On behalf of 1 million active and retired members of the UAW, I am honored to support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to be our next president and vice president. And I want to say thank you to Joe Biden for making history by walking the picket line with the UAW. For the UAW and for working class people everywhere, this election comes down to one question. Which side are you on? On one side, we have Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, who have stood shoulder to shoulder with the working.
Why is everyone at the DNC texting me to get in contact with us on the hum? Boy, get an assistant or answer your DMs. Oh my God. That's so funny. Yes, Alex, lol overruled, is my assistant. It ain't like he got a job right now, bro. Probably too soon. Too soon. I'm sorry. Bro got fired the other day. That's when you TikTok too much. Hey, so that French dude that interviewed you yesterday, I know him IRL. He's not actually French, nor he's a journalist. He's an aspiring comedian from Iowa that's trying to do a French version of Borat or some cringe like that. It's a bit and not a funny one. Really? I still cooked. He got fired for a show in the Super Dirty Office? Yeah, I heard. Dude just wanted to post a photo of the office view. I know. What do you think about the reports that Trump is talking with Netanyahu behind the scenes to prevent a ceasefire to help him win the election? Lolo says check DMs. I saw. All right, let's continue.
Class. On the other side, we have Trump and Vance. Two lapdogs for the billionaire class who only serve themselves. So for us in the labor movement, it's real simple. Kamala Harris is one of us. She's a fighter for the working class. And Donald Trump is a scab.
Not a scam, dude. SCAB. It's a term for those who've crossed the picket line. How there are people in this community that don't know this. Anyway. I mean, Trump is a scam too, but you know, and scum. Maybe in the past, I never would have thought that. I mean, the last like 10 years, I would not have thought so. I mean, it's become almost overnight, like something that people just like take not only for granted, but like expect. The shift from identity politics in 2016 to more labor-focused politics in 2024 is great. Yeah.
That's not just my opinion. That's a fact. All we have to do is look at the track record.
DNC uses the rhetoric of activism doesn't mean that much. No, it's different. This is not just the rhetoric of activism. What are you talking about? This is not just the rhetoric of activism. This is also literally like an actual terminology used by a union leader, bro. Get the f out of here. This is not like Kamala Harris or any number of different Democratic Party politicians using emancipatory language. This is a dude who actually melts. Yeah. Sean Fain doesn't just speak class war, but he also engages in class war. There's a difference between him and a politician that is trying to, I don't know, win favors. A politician that's trying to win favors within the base of support. Mike Pillow at the DNC? Oh my God. No way.
It's not the machines. That's why we're not having them gone.
What the f is Michael Pillow doing here, bro? There ain't no way they invited his ass. March. Mike Pillow is here. Yeah, Mr. Pillow. Mike Pillow. Mike Lindell. No, we're not going to find him. What? Yo, the Democrats invited everybody, bro. Maybe it's not that weird that they let me get in. Yeah, it's not a rhetorical device when it's a literal union leader. It's a promise. Yeah. Bro cannot get into the DNC. It looks like he's outside.
And you know what? No matter what happens in this election, my goal is to get this country to the best election. So if somebody wins, we want to vote. Fair enough. Let's continue that conversation. That's fair enough. Time I've had doing it. That's fair enough. Let's continue that conversation. So what is wrong with early voting? We need to get voting. So tell me what's wrong with early voting. The biggest thing right now is the computers because it's all done.
Bro, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
I want you guys to tell me. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be here. I'm going in there incognito without the mustache, y'all. Listen up. This is the conversation. Hey, this is the.
Wait, he's gonna shave the mustache to go into the DNC? Oh hell no. Mike Pillow looks like he's mainlining his drugs lately. Bro. A little bit of dust and this is over. You understand me? Bro, just a little bit. Oh my God, I should have talked to the dudes last night who were holding. Oh my God, I should have bought from them so I can give it to Michael Pillow. That would have been the greatest move of all time. Just think about it, dude. Michael Pillow back on would be the coolest person. The only person who became worse after being able to kick a habit so devastating, so lethal, you know? That was a real Bloodborne, like not even Bloodborne, like that was a real From Software side quest moment that I skipped, you know what I mean? I think he's back on it now. No, I promise you. That's his new. And a lot of people put Jesus in that hole, you know? That's why Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, Narcotics Anonymous, whatever, like they always have like God in the 13 steps. Like Michael Pillow was like, I'm going to put God in there, but it's not enough because his hole was much larger. I think he wasn't like a normal, he was like the final boss of. So plugging that hole with God was simply not enough. He needed, honestly, maybe a little bit less. But instead, he has focused all of his efforts in ruining his life at the behest of Donald Trump. I think the DNC is officially starting, by the way. Because it's getting active behind me. It's getting loud as... Hold on, I'm gonna look back. Bro, look at these. Look at this. This is like happening right behind me, bro. What? I know, but I'm not gonna. Y'all tell them to keep them things quiet. Keep them quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, turn it down. Turn it down. I'm trying to stream over here, bro. Chill. Hold on. Let me see if I can like pull up the. Does anyone have the live stream? Day 2 beginning now. That's why. Yeah. Bro, look at this. There's a hella delay on this though.
Please stand if you are able for this evening's invocation offered by...
Bro, just turn around.
Beleaguered and bereft.
There's like a 3-second delay on it.
From degradation to dignity, from darkness to light. Holy One, help us write America's redemption story, a story of ceaseless striving toward a true multiracial democracy, rooted in equal justice, where every person is treated as unique, mighty, and worthy of love. In this story, politics is not a vehicle for repression.
That's the delay. That's how many delay. That's how many seconds the delay is.
But a call to service. This story counters extremism with capaciousness and compassion.
AAPI queer and straight.
It rejects the inevitability of war, affirming that every one of us, Muslim and Jew, Christian, Black, White, Latino, AAPI, queer and straight, Israeli and Palestinian, deserves to live.
Anyway, I'm not gonna watch this IRL. Why aren't you standing? Wait, what they asked to stand or something? I'm not gonna. What are you, crazy? Oz, can I get a little laugh about they gave everyone Jill Green signs to hold Green Jill signs to hold last night? Yeah, like Green Party's Jill Stein. You can pre-watch for us. Tell us what she's gonna say before she speaks. Yeah, but that's not very entertaining. I have other stuff to cover. Okay. All right, let's continue with this from yesterday's speech.
When Donald Trump was president, corporate America ran wild.
I feel bad that they're like trying to listen to the speech in this from the room.
Bring back the
and
auto
I'm listening
industry.
to Sean Fain instead from yesterday.
When Donald Trump was president, auto plant.
Boy, what the? Oh, because I turned this on so I can. Bro, I'm getting the headphones, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. Headphones.
Trump told workers in Lordstown, Ohio, that he would be bringing all the auto jobs back. And Trump did nothing. In 2019, General Motor workers went on strike for 40 days for good jobs and a better life. And Trump did nothing. Talk is cheap.
Disappointed. Was expecting to watch this live, not yesterday's recap. Bro, okay, I don't want to yell too much, but like, why the f you care about like the current, like people praying and like saying the Pledge of Allegiance? Like, what's wrong with you? They're saying the Pledge of Allegiance right now. Is that, you give a shot that? Is that what you want to hear? Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, they just got done with the Pledge of Allegiance. You'll see it now on stage. There you go. Oh my God, I'm disappointed. I didn't want your reaction to yesterday's stream.
But in 2019, you know who was on the picket line standing shoulder to shoulder with auto workers? I'll give you a clue. Her initials are Kamala Harris. In 2023, who helped bring jobs back to Lordstown, Ohio? Kamala Harris. And in 2024, who will stand with the working class in our fight for justice? Kamala. And that's the difference. Donald Trump is all talk, and Kamala Harris walks the walk. In the words of the great American poet, Nellie, it's getting hot in here.
He's a little bit of a cornball himself too, but hey, it's all good. You know what I mean? That's the chairman.
It's hot in here. It's hot in here because you're fired up and you're fed up, and the American working class is fired up and fed up. The American working class is in a fight for our lives. And if you don't believe me, just last night, blue-collar workers, the UAW members at Cornell University had to walk out on strike for a better life because they're fighting corporate greed. And our only hope is to attack corporate greed head on. Corporate greed turns blue-collar blood, sweat, and tears into Wall Street stock buybacks and CEO jackpots. It causes inflation. It hurts workers. It hurts consumers, and it hurts America. And corporate greed is alive and well in the auto industry. You know, last fall, we achieved life-changing gains in our strike at the Big Three. We even won a commitment to...
How come no claps? Oh, there is the musical portion just started. The musical portion just started behind me. You guys heard this earlier in the morning. Okay. It's such a weird thing that like there's something so massive happening behind me and I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in front of me, but it's like impossible. Here, I'll take off the noise gate for a second so you can hear it. It's weird, bro. God damn. Got a smart thing that the DNC did, by the way. Teamsters president, no invite from DNC to speak yet. And he went on Fox News to talk about it, but it's like, I don't think that was a smart thing. I think they should have still invited him. Bro, he's the leader of the Teamsters, chat. It's not like a... That's crazy. You can't just like... You can't demand unconditional loyalty. Like, you gotta put a little bit of respect. I mean, I know, you guys know this. I criticize him quite extensively, but the idea that you're, you know, that you're just like not gonna invite the leader of the Teamsters of the Democratic Party is crazy. Talking over Patty, shame. Okay, calm down, dude. Okay. Is Jimmy Carter's grandson. That's crazy. Man, he is so old. How are the protests outside? There are no protests outside. Not today. This guy's to his union. I don't think that would be a good example for the Dems. Dude, he's still the leader, okay? Unless you have a plan to thwart him and like push for elections in the Teamsters, one that he would definitely lose before the election, is still crazy. I don't know. I'm going to put the noise gate back on. Keep the noise gate off. It's cool to hear the ambiance. No. Set the YouTube streams to 2x to lower the delay. Bro, it doesn't work. The delay is... YouTube is never going to be real time, chat. You think television is real time? There's always going to be like at least a 7-second delay from real time. Okay? You can't catch up to the real world behind me no matter what happens. I have a concussion, dog, but I don't want to miss anything. Don't.